Oh, yeah, I've sort of known it's been coming for a while now, so yeah, it'll be a pretty interesting feeling come full time on the weekend, but yeah, hopefully we can finish on a high note.
What's the emotion you're feeling?
Oh yeah, I guess a range of emotions, obviously. Sad that my time at Manly's coming to an end, but exciting also for the new challenge in the future.
I know you haven't always been at Manly, but when people think of you, they probably think of you as a Sea Eagles great. What does the club actually mean to you?
Oh yeah, it means a hell of a lot. It's a club where it all started for me. It's a club that I guess I've really enjoyed my time at, and made some great friendships over the years, and got some great mates and great relationships with people from this club. So it'll always hold a special place in my heart for the rest of my life.
Your career's been very linked to Des Hasler. Has Des still got as a coach?
For sure, yeah. I don't know why he's under any sort of pressure or there's any rumblings about him. He's a world-class coach, mate. He's won 2 premierships, been to 5 grand finals, and he's made the finals nearly every year that he's coached. So I think his record speaks for itself, and I'm sure any player will attest to that.
Do you think he's got to change his ways in any fashion?
No, I think Des knows what works. He knows how to get the best out of not only a football club but his players, and that's the most important thing. And we've had a lot of challenges this year. I think our injury rate at the moment is through the roof, and we've done well up until a point, but it's been probably really difficult this back end.
Do you have an idea up for a game like this for us? When it's done, you can't finish higher than 11 or lower than 11?
Oh, yes and no. I mean, it's been hard the last few weeks, knowing that we probably aren't going to play finals footy, and the reality of that sinking in has been a pretty challenging feeling. But look, we've got a lot to play for. It's just it's our last game of the season, and we want to give our fans something to be happy about heading into the break.
You've got a fair bit of experience going with you and Marty and Dill. What sort of state that the club's in going into next year?
Yeah, it's in a good position, mate. I mean, they've got a lot of youth coming through, and we've seen that on show this year. Really exciting players coming up through the system, and plus they've still got a fair bit of experience there, even without us guys. And look at Cherry Evans will play 300 next year, and the Travojeviches and guys like that have played well over 100. So there's still a fair bit of experience.
Kieran, fair to say the season fell off a cliff because of the jumper situation?
Oh no, I don't just put it down to that. I mean, I think like I said, there's been a number of challenges. I think the injuries have been telling. It's really, I guess, tested our depth in the squad, and that's been difficult at times. But look, I think there's been a range of things to, I guess, put it down to. I wouldn't exactly put it down to the pride.
You've been one of the great competitors at this club, Foz, and the results that have, particularly defensively, and I know, as you say, a lot of injuries, there's not a lot of cohesion in that back line or even up front, but it doesn't feel like there's been enough competitiveness from the blokes that are there, and maybe it's a lack of experienced guys around them to help them with that, but that must have been a concern for you.
Oh, look, as I said, I think there's been a lot of changes that have taken place in our squad, and that can really disrupt your cohesion in your defensive line, and that's really what I would put it down to. It's been disappointing. There's no denying that. We've leaked way too many points at the back end of this year. You want to be proud of your defensive record, and it's something that we can't say. We are proud of it. Especially over the last 6 weeks. So, but I just think, when you look at the amount of guys that have gone down with injuries, been in and out, the way that disrupts your defensive line. There's a lot of guys still learning defensive systems and things like that. That's going to take time. Might take through the pre-season into next year. So, yes, we're disappointed, but it is what it is.
How important is the pre-season based on that?
Well, yeah, I think for any club, a good pre-season really help set you up for the next season. So yeah, it's something I'm sure these guys will be looking at and eager to get back into.
Kieran, to the outsider, it appears that the group is totally split. How do you respond?
Yeah, it's not the case, mate.
Not at all.
No, I mean every player and every person in this building cares and loves one another. We're here to do a job, and we understand. Like I said all those weeks ago, we understand one another's position on it, and everyone's moved on. That's been dead in the water for a long time now. There's, as I said, been other factors as to why we haven't been winning games, and yeah, I think everyone needs to stop putting it down to that.
The timing of it's just is it just a coincidence because it appears that's when everything went wrong?
Well, that'd be the easy way out, wouldn't it? To look at that and use that as the excuse for why we haven't won a game since then. But as I said, there's been other hindrances there. As I said, we've had an uncanny injury toll, and yeah, it's just been there's been a lot to deal with.
Josh Schuster, is he ready to be a regular six man?
Yeah, he is, mate. I think he's ready to step up and grab that opportunity. I think he's applied himself really well in the last few weeks and through the season. He's had a few injury hurdles throughout the early part of his career, but I get the feeling that he's just been taking it all in and he's ready to really jump into a big pre-season and grab that number 6 jersey for next season.
Mate, given it's your last one now, do you have a message to people who have supported you and fans?
Yeah, look, I'm just extremely grateful for the love and support I've received from the Manly supporters over the years. It's something that I'll never forget. It's part of the reason why I've always loved playing in this jersey and playing at this club. And as I said earlier on, this club will forever hold a special place in my heart.